Welcome to week 3 of our Love Your Core yoga series. This is your 5-minute breath work. Go grab 2 yoga blocks or something kind of hard and a little bit off of the floor that you can sit on. For week 3 and 4, we're adding from the diaphragmatic breath work some strengthening and release work for the pelvic floor. Adding this base region of the core into the mix really is going to significantly help us engage with a healthier, more loving relationship with the overall core. Okay, so here's the visualization I love to use for pelvic floor work. An elevator. When you're sitting on these hard yoga blocks, can you feel your bony sit bones kind of right up against it? That's why I like to have something a little bit tough to sit on. Maybe if you're sitting on the edge of a chair, you can get those sit bones right on the edge of a chair. That works too. Okay, so that's like your elevator doors are opened. Not that we can actually move the bones of the pelvis, but visualizing closing sit bones in, closing the elevator doors. And then that elevator is at the bottom floor. We want to try to lift the elevator. People need to get off at floor 1, more people need to get off at floor 2, and even at floor 3. And then you've got another full elevator up at the top, and we don't want it to just crash down to the bottom. So we slowly go back to level 2, back to level 1, and finally to the base level. And then the doors need to open again. So this is that visualization and framework of pulling in, strengthening, and lifting in the pelvic floor, and then not crash landing it down, slowly softening, releasing down and back open. It's pretty difficult, especially if this is the first time working with this visualization. So give yourself some time to figure this one out. Eventually, we add it back in with the diaphragmatic breath work. It's super important that these two things come together in the end. But for this week, I really want you to focus on just that elevator doors closing, rising slowly, lowering slowly, and opening back up. Take the palms flat down on your thighs. We'll do it a couple of times together. Nice and tall through the spine. Take an inhale here and release out. Just a couple more deep breaths before you're adding in pelvic floor work. Lots of different visualizations, but I find this elevator doors something that works for a lot of folks. Okay, so imagine that your elevator doors are open right now. Put that into the bony sits bones that you can feel right against your yoga block, your chair. And do your best to just slowly draw them closer towards each other. I like to use a visualization of the hands as I'm doing this to help. And then as if that elevator floor is lifting, lowest point of the pelvis closer to the top of the hip points, low belly, navel. And then nice and slow, lowering back down and opening back up. That visualization again. Draw in, draw up, lower down, and open. We'll do it one more time together. Draw the elevator door shut. Draw up. lower down, and open. Let your eyes open again. So several times during the week, I would love for you to return to this visualization work, whether you're using the video or not, fully up to you. And if you're wondering, how do I know if I'm doing this right? Well, it just takes a little bit of practice. And over time, the muscles of the body will start to react in a way that you think, oh yeah, okay, I can feel something going on. And it does take time. That closing in, the bare, or the most gross point of that, meaning the biggest element of that, like if you're not sure how you're feeling something, just squeeze your butt tight. And then open it up and release it out. And then slowly do that more and more times again. But can you find that grip that you find when you squeeze your butt on the lowest point that you can access in your pelvis without gripping in the glutes? So it's this like squeeze in and release out. But then instead of the squeeze and that real sense of like, hugging in, it becomes more gentle and you're working more and more internally. In terms of the lift, perineum, the place between the front and the back, if you will, yeah. Perineum wants to feel like it's pulling up, 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 and then slowly down, 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 down. Now, none of this should be that intense kind of gripping that you do find at first in squeezing the glutes. That's just the idea of where am I recruiting? How am I getting to this? Internal core work is so, so important to this healthy relationship with our whole body. So keep at it. It's worth it. And let me know what questions you have as you go through this week and forevermore. Okay, onward, friends.